Hey everybody, it's Matt. Wrestling with Whiskey is back. Another rapid review for you. Here's today's bourbon. Today we're going to backtrack a bit to a limited edition from a few years ago that kind of set the world on fire for a hot minute. But I haven't really heard much about it lately, so I wanted to go back to it one more time. And what we're talking about is E.H. Taylor Amaranth, Grain of the Gods. The E.H. Taylor lineup always has some interesting releases, from their barrel proof and single barrel options to the 4-grain they've released, to the Warehouse C Tornado Survivor, to the seasoned wood, cured oak, and so on. And they often send people running to stores and the internet, lining up and paying exorbitant fees to get these bottles. So how much is this one worth it? Using Amaranth, a different grain than wheat or rye. Let's take a look. So this one was $70 at retail when I got it, which I think is always a great price. Buffalo Trace does good pricing at their MSRP, their manufacturer suggested retail price. But as we know, in this country, liquor stores can charge whatever they want based on how they feel the market is in their particular area or what they see on the internet, so on and so forth. So we've often seen bottles like this going for $100, $200, $300, $800, 1,000 or more sometimes for these limited edition Taylors, because this is not something that comes out every year. This was a one-off special experiment. So this has gone up in price all the time. Let's see if it's worth that exorbitant price. Let's see if it's even worth its $70 MSRP price tag. So let's take a whiff. I sometimes don't like to give Buffalo Trace products their due because of the crazy hype surrounding them, but hot damn. A beautiful nose of cherry, grape, strawberry, lots of fruit, sweetness, sugary fruit. But there's also like butterscotch and caramel, warm caramel, lots of rounded fruit flavors again. Sweet, but like grounded, if that makes sense. Let's take a sip. Rich plum and grape. That oaky grapiness that, you hear a lot about is very strong here in a very pleasant way. A little bit of like bitter, tobacco, leaf, almost kind of taste. Spice moves from like front to mid palate. Not overpowering. I wish it was a little bit more punchy in spice. There has been a fair amount of air in this bottle by now, but the finish, medium. But it does leave a really nice dried fruit note on the roof of your mouth, right near the back of the palate. It's not living too much up front. It's living right near the back. And there is almost this minty note to it that's distinctive of rye whiskeys, of high rye. To me, again, this is all a personal take on the product, but I think it's really, really pleasant, really, really layered, very, very interesting. Is it worth its $70 MSRP? 100%. It's such a unique, interesting, and layered bourbon. I would pay that over and over again, if I could. I would even dare say, and I hate saying this with a Buffalo Trace product, but it's worth more. I think this is a $100 bottle. I think I would be willing to pay $100 for this edition if I saw it in the store. Getting over that 3-figure mark, that $100, is hard. I think there are very, very few bottles that are truly worth more than the $100 mark, outside of marketing and, propaganda and hype, etc. I think 100 to 150 should be the highest end for the highest end bourbon short of things that are stupid old, which bourbon shouldn't be anyway. So this, to me, a solid $100 bottle buy. If you got it at retail, I think you're one of the lucky ones like me. If you're able to find somebody who hasn't opened it yet and is selling it, I'd go $100. If you must try it, you're an E.H. Taylor diehard fan, for that $120, $150 maybe, I don't think it's worth over $150. So when you're seeing those $300, $400, $500, $1,000 plus maybe, because it is rare, I'll give it that, I don't think it's worth that price of entry. But it is a very good bourbon. It is a very layered, interesting, fruity, sweet, but still kind of interesting and spicy bourbon. That it balances the world of wheat and rye very, very well. Good luck to you if you seek it out. If you like this, of course, please like, comment, subscribe, especially the likes and comments. That really helps us grow here on the channel. It means you're part of the growing community. But until next time, cheers to you, and always, always, always be wrestling with whiskey.